Good morning. I'm not gonna be on here too long, guys. I'm not feeling well, but just want to talk about discernment. If you come in late, you can go back and watch what I discussed about discernment. And I'm going to hit on a poem that I wrote called "I Am Your Rock." It's from a male point of view um, to a female, and it's basically discussing that a guy or male or male um, a woman's rock. So that's what the poem is going to be about later on after I discuss discernment. So I'm going to start talking about discernment now. Don't forget to hit the like button when you come in. Thank you for coming in and watching this morning. So let's talk about discernment. The definition of discernment is the ability to not to judge well. Christian context, the perception in absence of judgment, a view to obtaining spiritual guidance and understanding. Again, a regular definition is the ability to judge well, and Christian context is perception in absence of judgment, a view of obtaining spiritual guidance and understanding. So basically, not judging people, because honestly, we're not put here to judge, because we're all sinners and we all are human, so we can't judge anybody because we all sin and fall short of God's grace. So that's the ability, the absence of judgment, and the view of obtaining spiritual guidance from God, um, a higher power of the universe, whatever you want to say, but God made the universe, as far as I'm concerned. But everybody has their own opinions, but to each his own. So yeah, the absence of judgment, a view of obtaining spiritual guidance and understanding where you're supposed to go in life spiritually is the is the absence of judgment, view, and obtaining spiritual guidance and understanding. Having discernment means a person has the ability to judge well, to distinguish between things, and to make insightful decisions or observations. Welcome, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Make sure you hit the thumbs up when you come in. Thank you. Just say hi. Good morning. Hope you guys are having a good morning so far. Have a good day. We're not feeling well, but I'm just gonna talk about discernment for a minute. Hi, Mary Ann, Greg. So, how are you guys doing? Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you come back and watch the lives that you haven't seen. Watch my playlist so I can get watch hours. Thank you for coming in this morning. I'm just discussing discernment, and later on in this live, I'm gonna go over a poem that I wrote called "I Am Your Rock," and it's written from a male's point of view to a female, so a guy can get it, buy it, and give it to his girlfriend, his wife, whatever it may be. So discernment is the ability to judge well. That's the regular definition. The Christian context, perception in the absence of judgment, a view to obtaining spiritual guidance and understanding. Having discernment means a person has the ability to judge well and to distinguish between things and to make insightful decisions or observations. Discernment involves understanding and comprehending situations, recognizing subtle details of, and separating what is false or misleading. You have the judgment to separate what's not true and um, what's misleading and sending you in the wrong direction or making the wrong decisions in life. You don't want to be misled. Having the capacity to perceive and understand things accurately, often involving keenness and intellectual perception and wisdom. Again, having the capacity to perceive and understand things accurately, often involving keenness of intellectual perception and wisdom. Good judgment. Discernment enables individuals to make sound decisions and assessments drawn upon understanding of a situation. So if you're in a situation and you have to decide whether it's good, bad, or whether referring to you got to pick a job, whether that job is good for you, whether you need to go on that job, you can have make a good judgment or make a bad judgment on whether you should take that job or whether you should be in a whether this relationship. You can have good or bad judgment when it comes to relationships also. So that's basically having discernment about a person or a job or whatever it may be in your life. Discernment enables individuals to make sound decisions and assessments drawn upon understanding of a situation. Distinguishing between similar things, the ability to tell the difference between things that may appear alike is a key aspect of discernment. Insightful observations. A discerning person can see beyond the surface level and understand the underlying meaning or implications of something. Wisdom and understanding. They're closely linked to wisdom. Discernment is closely linked to wisdom. It allows individuals to grasp the complexities of situations and make informed choices. Also, it can also involve understanding human behavior, motivations, and intentions. Discernment allows people to go into the world with greater clarity, wisdom, and accuracy. Discernment allows people to go into the world with greater clarity, wisdom, and accuracy. I'm gonna hit on some scriptures that you guys can go back and read that talks about discernment. You got Psalms 119, 66, 125. These verses express a desire for good judgment and discernment, linking it to understand and relying on God's commands. Proverbs 2, 3 to 5 says, indeed, if you can call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding, and if you look for silver and search for hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. First Corinthians 2:14 through 15 says, the person without the Spirit does not accept the things that come from the Spirit of God, but considers them foolishness and cannot understand them because they are discerned only through the Spirit. The person with the Spirit makes judgments about all things, but such a person is not subject to merely human judgments. Romans 12:2 says, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. You have Philippians 1:9-10, and it says, and this is my prayer, that your love may abound more and more in knowledge and depth of insight, so that you may be able to discern what is best and may be pure and blameless for the day of Christ. I'm going to read that again. Philippians 1:9-10 says, and this is my prayer, that your love may abound more and more in knowledge and depth in insight, so that you may be able to discern what is best and may be pure and blameless for the day of Christ. So Yeah, there's discernment, and if you guys want to go back and listen to what I was talking about discernment, I gave like the regular definition, the Christian context. I hit on some scriptures and talked about what discernment involves, understanding and comprehending situations, recognizing subtle details, and separating what is false and what is misleading, what's true, what's not. That involves discernment. So we all need to have discernment when it comes when we're making decisions in life about choices that we have to make. So everybody that's coming in, thank you for coming in. Thank you for hitting the like button. The one person that did, thank you for doing that, and thank you for coming in and watching. I'm gonna hit on this poem that I wrote for a few minutes and talk about that for a second. Thank you, everybody that's coming in. Make sure you hit the like button. Not feeling well, but hope you guys have a good morning and your day is going well. Hi, James VR. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you go back and like and subscribe and comment. Go back and watch my lives that you haven't seen so I can get watch hours. And my playlist, I have playlists that you guys can watch. Thank you. You said you did it, so thank you. Um, thank you very much. And James, I talked about discernment. Probably like the first 12 minutes of this live. Now I'm gonna talk about this poem I wrote called "I Am Your Rock." It's basically talk from a male point of view, and I can it discusses how a guy is a woman's rock, and I sell them, but it's through my Instagram page, which is under Latasha Meko also, Meko, and you can buy it for your wife, your girlfriend, whatever it may be. But I'm going to read a little bit of that. It says, "You know you are my rib, I am your rock. My love for you will never stop. When you hold me, I don't want to stop. Be caring, me caring for you is at the top of my list. This is nothing but total bliss, especially the moments when we kiss." And I'm gonna read that one more time. It's called "I Am Your Rock," and it says, "You know you are my rib. I am your rock. My love for you will never stop. When you hold me, I don't want to stop. Me caring for you is at the top of my list. This is nothing but total bliss, especially the moments when we kiss." And the name of that is called "I Am Your Rock." And I sell those for like $25. That entails me sending it to you because it costs to send it to you and mail it to you, shipping and handling or whatever. But I also have to buy the frames and stuff, so that's what the price entails. If you're wondering about the whole money thing, but I hope you guys are doing well today. Would you guys like to discuss anything, go over anything that you didn't hear today? Have any comments? Anything else that you would like to discuss that I can do in my lives? Anything to make it better? Positive aspects of it, what you like, what you don't like. Nah, what you don't like. But thank you guys for coming in, and it's been great talking to you this morning. And if you would like to discuss, y'all, the person on here says no, but basically this poem discusses about how a male enjoys being with his significant other, and how he thanks God that that woman exists in his life, and it's basically about balance. Because I think when it comes to relationship, it's about balance. You balance each other out. Sometimes it might be 60-40. Sometimes it might be 40-60. It's give and take the way I see it. But it basically also discusses that the man feels like that woman can't be replaced because that woman is like for him, and God put her on this earth for that man. So that's what basically I talk about in this poem. It's called I'm Your Rock Again. And I write poetry. I've been writing it since sixth grade. And I can personalize stuff depending on it, but if you personalize it, it might be a little bit more. But I try to like keep it at that $25 range. So it will encompass like all that, and I won't have to like add nothing to it. So if you guys would like to talk about anything else or discuss anything else, would like me to go over anything else, I can hit on discernment one more time before I get off this live, because um, my throat hurt, my throat is sore, stuffy, head hurts and stuff. But the ability, this is like the regular definition of discernment, the ability to judge well, and the Christian context says perception in absence of judgment, a view to obtaining spiritual guidance and understanding. And it says having discernment means a person has the ability to judge well, to distinguish between things, and to make insightful decisions and observations. So when you are in certain situations, and you have to observe that situation and make the right decision about it, and have insight into a decision, and have discernment about whether it's good to do, whether it's bad to do, and if it's bad to do, I don't think you need to be doing it. But it's all about having discernment in life and going throughout life and making the right decision, having discernment to have to make the right choices in your life when you go through certain things, dating, and whether you date someone, in a relationship with someone, married to someone, period. You should have like discernment in everything that you do, and everything that you do in your life. Pray for discernment. I pray for it. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding every time I pray. So stay prayed up. And I'm just gonna hit on mental health because I like mentioning mental health. Mentally, we gotta take care of ourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. We have to take care of ourselves, guys. Whether you're going to therapy, whether you're going to counseling, you can pray, you can go to church, read your Bible, meditate. Um, Take time out for self care, guys, because we all need it. Because we all get stressed out. We all have down moments. We all go through stuff. We all have the majority of people, some people, we've been through a lot in our lives, and deal with stuff that you grew up with. So yeah, we do. If you have to go to therapy, go to therapy. We all need therapy. I think we all do. But we all need, if you have to go to counseling, seek counseling, go talk to your minister, talk to your preacher, your church. You can seek counseling, go get help for stuff that you need help with, because it's very important, so we can live to see another day, so we can enlighten ourselves and make ourselves better mentally, physically, exercise. I work out. I know exercising helps me too to relieve stress and stuff like that. So you guys take care of yourselves each and every day. Make sure you go out, have a little fun, um, do things that you like, enjoy doing, the right things that you like doing. Mentally, we have to be right within ourselves, and make sure we're doing good health wise. So if you guys would like to say anything else, you can put it in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, tell your friends to subscribe to my channel because I need subscribers, I need watch hours, need a lot of stuff on this YouTube channel. But thanks YouTube for I'm gonna piggyback off somebody else. But yeah, thank you YouTube for letting us get on here and be a part of this YouTube so life. So thank you guys. Y'all can go back and watch what I talked about on discernment. I talked about some scriptures, and I hit those scriptures. I don't know, I just mentioned them. It was Psalms 119, 66, and 125. I Proverbs 2, 3 to 3 to 5. 1 Corinthians 2, 4 to 15. That was 1 Corinthians 2, 4 to 15. If you want to go read it in your Bible. Also, Romans 12, 2. Romans 12, 2, if you want to go back and read it. And Philippians 1, 9 to 10. Philippians 1, 9 to 10. Also discuss those. And it was also John 4, 1. And it said, I don't think I read that one, but I'm going to hit it before I get off. It says, now Jesus learned that the Pharisees had heard that he was gaining and baptizing more disciples than John. So Jesus had to have insight when it came to that, when he was learning about the Pharisees and had heard that they were gaining and baptizing more disciples than John. So we have to have insight, have to be insightful when we making decisions in our lives, and we have to have spiritual guidance and an understanding of what's right and wrong, what's true, what's false, when we have discernment and making decisions in our lives. So thanks for coming in this morning. I'm about to get off unless y'all wanna say anything else, but I'll be back on here probably doing come back for my silent lives at night, starting probably anywhere from like 8:30 9 o'clock. That's Central Standard Time, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And bye, James. Have a blessed day to you. Everybody have a good day. So, toodles.